I've been a Boss fan since the early 1980s when Boss was releasing effects pedals and products that a recording musician like myself could get their hands on for a small amount of money. Just took our sound to the next level sonically, and it was great. Everything from their guitar effects processors to their drum machines. I was using all of it. So in the 1990s, when they came out with the Boss DR5, naturally I gravitated towards owning one of those too, because it took a small form factor like a drum machine and it gave us the ability to have guitars, bass guitars, drum machine, pianos and keyboards, all of these things built into a small box, and that just took everything to the next level. So when the Katana amp came out, I was skeptical, as most people are, because everybody was so used to Marshall stacks and these big amplifiers. It was hard to imagine getting a good sound out of something so small. But I feel like Boss achieved it with the Katana amp. They got great sounds. For the price of this unit, it was incredible. They still sound great to me. I love them. And so the product we're going to be looking at today is something very similar, but today we're going to be looking at the Boss Katana Mini amp. This is a very lightweight, compact travel amp that you can take anywhere. It's lighter than a laptop. Matter of fact, it's probably as light as my cell phone. It's just a little more bulkier. Hello, hello. Anyway, this is what we're going to be looking at today. It is a travel amp, practice amp that you can use anywhere that you might need to have an amplifier that you can't lug a big amplifier around. Maybe you're just going to go over to somebody's house and you're just going to sit and jam or practice. An amp like this would be perfect. It's small. It runs on 6 AA batteries that you can see right there. Or it has an optional AC adapter that's sold separately that you can get if you need to plug it into the wall. But with the batteries, it's great. It also has an auxiliary in that you could plug your cell phone into this, and then you could jam along with tracks that you may have on your phone. It also has a output for headphones, or you can even run this out to a record out with the amp modeling. So that's kind of cool. It has 3 different tone settings. It has a clean, a crunch, and what they're calling a brown sound. Now, brown sound, most of you that are familiar with that term know that that's the sound that was coined for Eddie Van Halen's guitar tone, brown sound, and it's an elusive tone that many people have been after for years and years, and some have maybe achieved it, I don't know. But it's subjective, so when you get to hear this in a little bit, you can determine for yourself how brown that sound is. How brown that sound is. Okay, very cool. So it has a analog EQ with your bass, your middle, and your treble. And it also has a tape delay built in. So if you got a little bit of a delay that comes with this, and the only thing that would make this sound even better would be, what would be a really awesome addition to this would be if they had put the chorus from the JC120, the jazz chorus amp that Roland made. That would put this thing over the top as far as sound. Although, just with what you get in a package this small and at this price point, I think it sounds pretty good. And I'll let you guys hear it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of technicalities about this because a lot of people don't really know what that means or understand that. It comes down to listening and determining if the sounds that it makes work for you. So hopefully something like this will fit into your budget, will fit into your setup. It's great. This isn't something that just came out. It's been around for a few years, but they might have improved on it a little bit. I don't know. I'll let you decide that as well. So anyway, a small disclaimer. The person that's going to be demoing this for you is not a guitar player. So if you are sensitive to really bad guitar playing, you might want to skip ahead in this video to the very end where we give you our final thoughts on it. So Anyway, without further ado, let's see what it sounds like. All right, let's go for a little crunch. All right, so for those of you who were brave enough to sit through that, I'm sorry. Hopefully you got a good idea of what it sounds like. It's great sounding little amp. It retails at $99.99 at the time of the recording of this video. So what do you think? Is this something that you think would fit for your style and your playing? Something you could use? Something you could pick up and just have to take anywhere that you just wanted to take a guitar and just be able to jam with friends and maybe just practice or whatever. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. And this is the Katana by Boss, the Mini. I hope you enjoyed it.